Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Imperator Rome with me, Papa Omega, and Rome. So the previous episode was really long, I guess for you guys also not that exciting, but we dealt with a number of painful problems that we had, both new territories and existing territories. We'll see how our steps will take root in this episode, because a number of our provinces are really suffering with food, and there's more of them that we need to actually check today. So let us unpause the game. Actually, we have prosperity here. Let's gain stability and popularity. That's a little bit more important. We'll need to get the divine sacrifice done in this episode as well, because we really have an issue with stability. This is not gonna fix it, but it's gonna slow down the decay that's coming mostly from aggressive expansion. So it's gonna bottom out eventually. Now, as I mentioned, a little bit of an issue with food in some of our provinces. So you guys are struggling, and you don't really have that much options here. So let's get you food from, who are these guys? Galagia. Probably someone that we have liberated. Let's hope this is gonna be enough. Is there any way we can boost local food production? I mean, Rome literally struggled with their food production throughout the ages, so it's not. Yeah, they have literally nothing here, and I also don't have much in the way of helping. Now let's defeat the granary and build a port instead. You guys have a barracks, so let's build a port instead. Hopefully one of these might actually help. Yeah, could you build a port here? Mines. No, you can't build a port. Yeah, we can't. Alright, never mind then. Yeah, you can't build a port either. This is not a road that would be big enough. Alright, so let's hope that we'll get more food production in here. I mean, not more food production, but more trade routes that would lead to more food imports. So now Brutium, also struggling, because the local guys are absolutely insanely stupid. Just imagine the absolute stability of the local people. Okay, more. Okay, salt. Yes, more ports here, and alright, so each 8 slave pops would give us more food, but I really think the issue here is not the slave pops, it's really that we're importing nonsensical resources. Like, why the hell are we... Well, no, actually, elephants make sense. But why are we importing so many vegetables? Instead, I could import way more grain. That's gonna be more... Yeah, it doesn't give you even any benefit in this case. So let's just switch you completely to grain. Come on, someone else. Too far. Okay. I mean, really just only +2. Could also kill one of you and put grain instead, because that is still much better. Alright. 56. Okay, now we can start the divine sacrifice. Yep, we're losing only slightly Alright, this is really bad. You guys, even with this import, are barely getting any food at all. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Kill one of these. I should kill both of them and just throw them in the marketplace. And I can also pay for an extra trade route. 72 for one city, basically. That's insane. Pescotier, the same thing. Already now import more food, but it's already December. Oh well. And we have a new consul. Marcus Fulvius. I've seen this guy. Martial 1, Charisma 5, 7, Finesse, 0, Zeal. Crafted, dumb and shrewd and ambitious. That's a really interesting combination. Let's put Quintus Claudius here. I'm actually okay with the fact that he is going to be terrible leader of Marshall because he's a great administrator. So it's gonna be fine. And who did we? Prefectus Miletus. Yes, Matthias Catius is gonna be a great guy long term. He's not even a little bit corrupt, which is also great. Now we can switch Lucius Claudius for... Oh, you're actually gonna be great. Main sacrifice cost or an omen power. Let's put you here. The omen power is gonna be much more beneficial long term. You're even fairly young. Semproni and Messia. Okay, what about here? You're 5, so that really... Okay, that didn't fix in Semproni. Matthias Catis, do we have any Semproni here? No, we don't. Alright, so what about someone in those navies? Okay, you're now getting way more. Alright, so that's actually much better. Could put that, but it's taking one family and switching it for another one. Appius Catius, Senna. Massina, that's not a family, alright? Alright, so we dealt with another problem. It's all coming together. And no one is dying of hunger at this point. I can't say I'm really thrilled about saying that, but it is what it is. I think we've checked Lucia, didn't we? Yes, so now importing way more food, alright. Brutium we've checked. Missia Inferiores. You guys need to switch to cultural assimilation, and you have no trade routes, like literally none. So this is going to be an easy task. Let's just give you, let's call it 4 grain trade routes. And I'll give you some more to increase the happiness of citizens. So let's get you some amber. And let's get you some... Do you have glass? You don't have glass. Okay, that is increasing happiness pretty well. No precious metals either. Really nice. So that takes care of that one province. Who is else here? Rutium, Oretania. You have honey, and you have a lot of fish, but nowhere near enough. Yes, there's a lot of weird things. Well, you're producing grape. No, not grapes, olives. You're working on fish, and you're working on fish. How can we get 3 and you get only 2? Although the duties of ruling Rome consume practically every hour of every day, there are still a few moments, rare as they might be, when Marcus Fulvius is able to steal away for a day, leaving his duties for the morrow and retiring to a small home on the outskirts of Rome for some peace and quiet. It is here, away from the chaos and commotion of the capital, that Marcus is able to relax and think clearly. That's a really nice event. So why are you getting one of 2 and you are getting 3? Every 10? Ah, okay, so you need more slaves. Easy. And you're importing spices. So let's get some more people from here. 12. Alright, so by Kwa we'll put 2 more slaves here. By Kwa. Yep. That will produce more spices, and you guys need also more from Baikua. Alright, so that's more fish here and more food produced. And we can import a little bit more grain. I need to figure out where we have more grain so that we can start importing it. Because literally we do not have enough for everything. Precious metals, camels. Do we not have enough precious metals? Cinnabar. Wait, do we not have them at all? No, we do. Alright, so here's precious metals. Wolfers, marble, sugar. I wish we could import sugar. Moria. Sugar would be such a nice resource. Steppe horses. They give bonus to horse archers. And light cavalry. Alright. Let's get those. Light cavalry is pretty good as well. Our carnivore exhaustion is dropping. Too many relations. That doesn't really matter to me. Grain. Okay, who else is suffering for grain? Valentine's convert. Tingir. Looks like this food situation is improving a little bit. Yes. Alright, so you guys have no extra trade routes, unfortunately, at this point. But we'll see, maybe we can fix that down the line. Okay, I think at this point I can speed it up. Oh, actually, now that you guys are probably fully recovered, you can start the drilling. Yep. You already are. And so are you. The populars have often targeted the richer elements of our society. Well, we don't really have that much of a relation, but you are populares. But by the blind, you are fully devoted to the populars. And Quintus, his loyalty is 56, so if we hit him, he's gonna become disloyal. But we can... I guess we can bribe him. Yes, let's bribe him. Just to make him not disloyal anymore. Alright, so the situation in Rome is stabilizing. Let's just consult the Great Book. I'm interested in seeing the numbers here. 220. Yes, that's not great. Every pop of non-integrated culture contributes positively. Each pop of culture with slave cultural rights will contribute twice as much. Every precious mineral will contribute positively. Each integrated pop is negative. So the more people we convert, the worse it is. So that's a Grand Saturnalia. Nice. So that's something that's really screwing with me, because the more population we have, and we of course, are converting everywhere, the worse it's gonna get for us, because we're gonna get rid of the Macedonians and other people, and then when all is Roman, we're gonna start collapsing, basically. That's the issue. That's the underlying issue. Alright, I don't think we can actually build mines anymore. Yeah, precious metals, we cannot deal with that at this point. And you guys are all reverted back. Alright, what's instead? Oh, hey! You guys can actually now build another thing. So considering you are converting and everything seems to be looking fine, but you are at the border, I'm gonna give you a fort. Cularo. Hey, they're actually starting to hog some food. Good. Good on them. Alright. So no more starvation. Also no more starvation here. Alright, so slowly, but we fixed it. We're really having an issue with finances, though. At this point, I can't even afford fleet maintenance. Yeah. What's up with that? Taxes, wait. Taxes. Nothing is really negatively influencing us. Paying a ton for army maintenance. Let's hold the Olympic Games. We will need to get something that's gonna cheapen out the maintenance. Tactical withdrawal, scorched earth. We want this one. Here's the defensive things. Request from the powerful. The state is incorruptible. We've had that one so many times. There exists in Rome a general feeling of dissatisfaction at the financial practices of Proconsul Messius Marco. Malicious rumors circulate, painting a wild picture of the hoards of gold jealously squirreled away in the national treasury. Donate to the poor. Yes, and I think that's actually going to fix our issues a little bit. Yeah, we need to get basically higher stability. That's how we're gonna get better. And we're paying insane amount of wages. That is actually something that we really need to lower if we can down the line. But yeah, aggressive expansion and stability both are struggling to keep up. Aggressive expansion is actually dropping really nicely, so I'm happy about that. War exhaustion will also go away soon, but we can't really do much more than that. Alright, despite having a low food supply, I think some of our... Hey, you can import the second route. It worked. Alright. Get some more grain in here. Get some more grain. Actually, let me switch to cultural assimilation. So this one is going to be taken care of now. Oh god. Oh god, Arcadia is almost dead. Alright, well, we don't need cloth at all. Fires would be nice. Yes, we don't need this. We don't need this either. So that's 4 trade routes. Let me see who has the most grain in our territories. Can we? No, we can't. This can also not be sorted by. Damn it! Those are the most valuable ones. Jesus. Alright, so who is producing the most grain? Maybe I could sort it by slaves, because that could help. So you, Sylvium has 4. Sylvium has 4. And food-wise, they are doing great. So we can import from Sylvium. So let's see, can we import grain? Where would be Sylvium? Siculia. Wow, I don't. This is gonna be harsh. You know why? Because Sylvium is a province, but we're importing from an area. Right? That is great. It's just, I just played myself. So Sylvium is part of Apulia. Alright, so that means you guys are importing not from Sylvium, but from Apulia. Right? Yes. Alright, and 2 will come from Western Delta and Mesopotamia. Alright, so food issues being fixed one by one. Man, this is becoming a crisis management game. Phrase, do you have any valuable territories that we can steal for food? For food purposes, you know, we need them. The Nile Delta should be extremely rich in food, though. Yeah. Also Anatolia. Let me check the resources. We should maybe start thinking about going a little bit grain. Where is grain? Well, not that much of it in Anatolia, but a ton of it near the Nile Delta. It seems evenly dispersed, actually. I wish we could just change them, you know, just subsidize certain resources. Who is Messiah? Wow, you are so corrupt. I wish I could, but I just cannot. You're too corrupt. Alright, let me see, can I pull promoted talent 20? Yes. Zero, do not have anyone. Gauss, Massius. None of us Messina. Well, I guess that guy is a talented army general, but not much for us here. Alright, you guys, for example. Ranner is raided. Mustan can pay for it. And we can call an omen. Let's go with aggressive expansion. Because that one is really something that we need to get rid of. We have so much of it. It's crazy. Also, considering we now have a an extra talent. You have 14, and you have 10, and you have 11, you have 7. Or we could put... Why can I put Lucius Catius? Well, let's put you in here. Oh wait, now I understand. I need to... Yes, that was... that was the issue. Come on, where's the region? You got 9 and we need to change it like this. Lucius Catius. Septimus Catius Senna died. The party leader. Alright, our budget is at least it's evened out. What's your... Oh, you're getting more experienced. You guys are getting more experienced. You guys are getting more experienced. And you guys are getting more experienced. Alright, by the time another war breaks out, I think we'll be fine. I think we should be fine, but we need to use... I mean, the easiest way for me to cut issues would be just to go normal wages, but the corruption would just skyrocket. Oh, we haven't really looked at our missions. So what's the... Regimentus or the Merchants of Vivatia? So what do we need here? One marketplace and 2 library buildings. Alright, it's not really hard. 1 marketplace and 2 libraries, right? Was it? Yes, 1 marketplace and 2 libraries. And that's gonna close off this mission. Good. We have had it for quite some time. Let's put you here. That actually removes the Scorned family too. Alright, so with the drop in aggressive expansion, the stability is coming together. Oh man, we really need to get rid of the Macedonians. We have so many of them. Whereas the Macedonian... Oh, right, it's not our territory. Shoring up defenses. Alright, this area is very Macedonian-like. And so is this one. So let's go through it, assimilate these areas. Where else? What kind of population do we need to suppress? Oh yeah, these areas, but we're already doing that. So that's not something that needs to be mentioned explicitly. You guys also need to culturally assimilate. And there was a little bit of the Macedonian culture over here. Yes, but we're already culturally assimilating them. And here and here. Alright, let's switch these areas too. So I would really like to push all of the other cultures below 2000 so that none of them has more than, what, it's not even 10%, but Macedonians, that's religion. Can I see Italic, Hellenistic, yeah. Hellenistic cultures of 8.78%. Next is Celtiberian, and he got 7.79. We still have Venetic and Ratian. That's very interesting. Like, we still have places in our region that are not completely Roman. Yeah, like here. So let's actually switch it for conversion. We could even do some province location, stuff like that. No, you got a farming settlement. I'm not gonna bring that one down just for giggles. Alright, nice. Stability is starting to have a little bit of a turnaround. The rowing Maenads. There has been a sighting of what some call Maenads in Mizda. Others say that they are nothing more than bandits and madmen. We should be careful about attacking these men and women, as we make ourselves unpopular. Soldiers can hand them a shrine to Bacchus. Let's put the soldiers there. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna end the episode here. Feeling much better. We're addressing our systematic issues. Food is much better. Stability is getting much better. Growth is much better. Cultures are looking much better. So, yeah, well, we need that. We need a little bit of a break, because then we're gonna be coming for Thrace and for Livonia. And it's gonna hit us again, because we have a lot of trade with them. I'm avoiding trade with Thrace, but we're really leaning into Livonia. But we need to take these territories. This entire territory needs to fall to us soon. And then again, of course, Parthia. But that's for the future.